Jack Bartlett.
No pressure indeed. How are we? Are we well, everyone? Yeah. So the Christmas period is finally here, isn't it? And I know this because I've already had bloody carol singers come knocking on my door. And as soon as they started singing, and when they finished singing, they want sweets or money. Now, if I wanted to hear some tone deaf people who don't care about singing for money, I'd watch the X Factor. To me, carol singers are just a Christmas version of a Jehovah's Witness. They're not trying to sell you God, they're trying to sell you badly sung Christmas songs. And people go, oh, doesn't it give you a nice warm feeling inside? No! I get that from the acid reflux after I've just eaten a share of bag of crisps to myself. Being sung to by carol singers is a bit like being sung happy birthday to. It's so awkward. So, like when I've been sung happy birthday to, I just stood there awkwardly, waited till they finished, and then gave them all a bit of a blow.
Nice.
Yeah? It's good. Every now and again I look at it, nice. Yeah.
Just do more gatos, it's fun.
Just do more. It's fun, isn't it? Stop it.
Well, that's expensive.
I've also noticed that Christmas decorations are also going up at the front of people's houses. Now, I'm not too fussed about these, but my mate is, and he finds them very tasteful, which I wouldn't know anything about because I don't go around tasting Christmas decorations. So. The only time Christmas decorations bother me is when I have to put them up myself. And that's because the Christmas lights make it look like my colon's got a bright idea. It's also nice, right? The only other time it also bothers me is when my mum asks me to do it, because I'm the only one who's tall enough to do it in our house. So when she asks me to do it, I do it, but I make sure they spell out the message, piss off carol singers. So now that the Christmas period is here, I thought I'd do some Christmas shopping, which I hate because the queues, they're always so long, aren't they? But I guess I really shouldn't moan about that because it means I'm spending less time out in the cold and more time getting warmer standing closer to people. But don't stand too close. They will call security. Especially if you go in their ear, you smell pretty. There's only one thing I like about queuing, and that's looking in other people's baskets to see what they've bought. And this one woman I was standing behind was only buying a 24 pack of AA batteries. Now, you've gone so red. I thought you looked familiar. Now, I've got a dirty mind, and don't ask me how I know, but I know that certain Ansom's toys don't come with batteries included. And judging by the depressed look on this lady's face, those batteries weren't going to see her through to the end of the month, so... So in a bid to reduce the queues, shops have now introduced these self-service checkouts, which in the name itself is a lie. There's no mirrors in sight, is there? And I don't think they work properly anyway. I put my son on one because he had a lump that I needed checking out, and it just went unrecognised item in the bagging area. So for those reasons, I now do most of my shopping online on sites like Amazon and eBay. And when you buy a product on those sites, they often, recommend a product to you that relates to what you're buying, but always in a somewhat ironic way. I bought my brother a Jimmy Carr DVD, and Amazon recommended Gary Barlow's guide on how to get an offshore bank account. Now, I haven't particularly spoken about Christmas in the most, shining light, and because of this, I've been accused of not getting into the festive spirit. So last weekend, I went and dipped my nuts in some glitter and called them my jingle balls. And that's what's led to me being banned from WH Smith's. But the reason why I've been all moany about Christmas is because I've only spoken about the things that annoy me. There are bits of it that I do like. I mean, what do you like about Christmas?
New Year.
You're special. I didn't really fully understand the question. Get your colouring book for Christmas, shall we? What about you, young lady?
What do I like about Christmas?
Yeah.
The drink.
The drink? Nice. Makes your husband look bad, doesn't it? So,
The one.
the one, well, makes some...
It's perfect.
There you go. It's just right. You've just got 24 AA batteries, doesn't it? So. Well, for me, it's playing the games and absolutely destroying my 3-year-old nephew at Connect 4. You should see him cry. But that little bitch needs to learn. When he plays me, prison rules. I also like buying the presents, to be honest, but people can always be a bit hard to buy for, can't they? So I asked my mate what he's getting his family. And he said, oh, he's getting his mum some DVDs and he's getting his nan some clothes. And he didn't mention his dad. So when I asked him about this, he said, oh, when I was young, when I was about 3 years old, my dad ran away. And I've only just gotten into contact with him, so if I were to get him something, I wouldn't really know what to get him. So I suggested that he buy him a sat-nav so he can find his way home. Luckily though, my family, they tend to be quite easy to buy for. Like my granddad, for example, he's quite a morbid man. And every year he always goes, oh, don't worry about buying for me. Probably gonna die this year anyway. And he never does. So this year I bought him a one-way ticket to Switzerland. My brother, every Christmas, he asked me to find him new ways of saving money. So I glued his wallet together. But the best person at giving gifts in my family is my nan, because she'll ask you what she wants, and she'll get it for you. But the problem is she's slightly deaf, so, she'll kind of get like a variation of it. My granddad asked for a bedside lamp. My nan got him a picture of a tramp. I asked for some CD-ROMs. I got a packet of condoms. Wasn't complaining. Just means I can have a couple of posh wanks, so it's all good. And my mum, she asked for a Dido CD. My nan got her a dildo. And what was great about that is she put the message on there, oh, don't worry, I don't judge. This is a good one. It's the same as mine. And judging from the smell of it, I think it was hers. You guys have been fantastic. Have a Merry Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Bartlett, who feels sick now?